Did you guys peep the show? Very, very interesting. Pretty much the closest thing that we gonna get to a versus battle between these guys. But we going live from the underground. What up, everybody, man? I only wanted to chime in on this one just for a little bit because I know most people either sleep or y'all just gonna be in and out. You feel me? It is what it is. So let me give you a quick 2 cents while I'm rendering down the album review for today. But yeah, man, show was pretty good. The show was pretty good. Like, I didn't come into it expecting it to be, Kanye featuring Drake. I thought it was going to be like them two together. But no, the fact that, and it was the wise move. It was the wise move because, Kanye is the performer. Kanye's set pieces and the way he performs things, even though some of the things that he does goes all the way to the left, his ideas are like crazy, but yet these crazy ideas usually can bring about gems that other people, more polished acts and all that stuff can take and run with. But that's beyond the fact. I like what he did with this one to a degree. You feel me? The first thing I didn't like about it was it being so late. But it kind of panned out, though, because if it wasn't so late, I wouldn't be able to chime in on it as the show actually ended up ending. Which is cool. Like, it worked out for me, not so much for everybody that's watching. And then the intro of it, when he started bringing in all the singers and stuff, and they were singing on the steps, and how they didn't have to keep going and going and going with that. I mean, yes, it's cool to bring them out, have them come out singing and all that stuff. Yeah, I would have gave him like 10 minutes. You'd cut it a little bit short, but why not? At the end of the day, Kanye did exactly what the people wanted him to do. Kanye played the hits. Oh, Kanye was playing the hits. And that's the one thing that kind of disappointed me on what Drake was. Drake came out more on, I'm going to promote this new album. I'm going to promote these singles. I'm going to promote it because that's how I'm making money at this point. Like, that's how I'm going to treat this show. I'm not going to treat it as if it was something for the culture, as if it was something great. Like, I'm going to do everything that people want to hear from me. No, he didn't go in that direction. He went from, all right, I'm just going to go off of this album to a degree. At least for the bulk of his little bit of a set that he had. While Kanye was digging through the crates from all the dope albums. When he did Stronger, I'm like, ooh, okay. All Falls Down? What? Like, Kanye really had me jamming, dog. Kanye really had me jamming to the point that I'm going to run that back. Like, I couldn't be like 1,000% focused on it because it was all going on, as I said, at the time that I'm editing my reviews and things of that nature. I'm doing a lot of business behind the scenes. You feel me? So I couldn't really watch it the way I wanted to watch it and get hyped on it, just like how I get hyped for the versus battles. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Joe Budden versus Gilly the Kid might be the next versus battle where that got me a little excited, but that's beyond the point here. That is beyond the point. Kanye coming out, you saw why Kanye dressing like an inmate with the with Shawn Michael boots. Would look like he about to super kick somebody right in the mouth. But then you also look at the gear that he's rocking. Like, I'm just not a fan of the Yeezy appeal. You feel me? I am just so not a fan of it. Like, all you did was take some old denim jean selections and then heat press some words on it for Free Lil Hoover, and you're supposed to, like, this is the guy that they're saying is going to replace Virgil at Louis Vuitton. You feel me? LVMH, I believe is the name of it. And I mean, congratulations to Kanye if he does, because you know that's big money, that's big paper, and I want to see him succeed. The best, but his gear ain't like that, man. His gear is not like that. But he's making a statement more than actually being fly. And his statement is to go along with the show. And the show was pretty good, man. I mean, man, how many smoke machines must they have had for that stage, fam? They had to have had a ton. Working nonstop. How many people's electric bill had to go up in LA? Like, all of the rolling blackouts, we know where it all going to be. Like, the next rolling blackout is going to be back money from the stage that Kanye was lighting up with all the smoke, which is cool though, dude. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I'm still having fun with it now. You can feel just how hype I am, to be real, at this point. Little other things that disappointed me about the show. They didn't know the lyrics to the song that they, like, one of the best songs of them being on the same track. They didn't know the lyrics and they kept messing up. Like, come on, bro. Each other, but if you're gonna come through to do a song together, to shed the beef and all of that stuff, you should be practicing your set though as professionals. Am I right or am I wrong? As professionals. I know y'all getting strong-armed into actually doing this, but if it's in the routine, if they're saying there's no way we can end this show without both of you guys doing this song. If they put that down and said that, then in sound check, you have to practice the song. Like, you have to practice the song before you even get the moment that they tell you that this is a song that you need to. Y'all, the two biggest artists in the world at this point, to be real. One song that everybody wanted to hear, you both do. Y'all both kept messing up, like, bruh. But beyond the fact, that's beyond the point. That's beyond the point, because even though there was lapses in this show that was pretty much rushed. Like, you can tell that this was pretty rushed, like how they just announced it not that long ago, how the set pieces and everything ain't really as unique as Kanye tends to do. Like, come on, Kanye lifted a whole set piece above his entire audience so people can look up at him, and nobody got hurt, and it was perfect. It worked out for him. Like, this is how deeply Kanye thinks of these things. In this case, he just got a really big stage, and he proceeded to do all of his songs with the most smoke I've ever seen on a stage at one time, consistently going, as the Coliseum is outside, right? This was in the LA Coliseum. I've rolled past that before a few times, man. I've seen it for myself. It's outside. So all of this stuff and all of the people out there singing and all that stuff, man, people had a good time. Like, when Drake started calling out to his audience, telling them, yo, I can't hear y'all. Y'all need to say it the way I want y'all to say it. Y'all got to be louder with me, man. Y'all got to represent with me. And they actually did it. Like, you know, like, all of the crowd started getting picked up on the mics and all of that stuff, dude. Like, this is what, that's the audience in which Drake has. Anything he says, they do. On every level. Whenever he drops anything, they are streaming it nonstop so that it can become the #1 album, so it can break the last records that he just broke, because these same people are just gonna play it nonstop. Like, they got that amount of love for Drake, to the point that when he barks barks out orders on the stage like many rappers do, but most rappers when they rappers, DJs, you name them, anybody who's on the mic trying to tell the crowd what to do, I would say 8 times out of 10 they don't do it. But they damn sure did it for Drake. Oh, they really did it for Drake. And I'm okay with that. I am really okay with that. You dig? Besides that, I mean, I wish Drake would have gone more into the catalogs, his great catalog, instead of him just promoting the new album. You feel me? Like, should have did Best I Ever Had. Now, did I miss it and he didn't, and he did do Best I Ever Had? I don't know. Like, as I said, I couldn't like strictly focus on it because right now I'm still actually putting the finishing touches on my review for today. For those of you who want to know, it's going to be the Rick Ross album that came out, but I'm putting the finishing touches on that. But while I was doing this, I couldn't pinpoint exactly all the songs that they was doing, but Drake majority did the new album, which is whatever. But Best I Ever Had, bro. I did hear God's Plan. God's Plan was cool. God's Plan was tight. And way he pieced that together in there, like, yo, the fact that these two artists can come together and do big things, do big good things for the world and all that stuff, dude. I feel as though this song is necessary, and then he jumped into God's Plan. All right. But there was a lot of projects, a lot of things that a lot of songs that Drake could have did instead of just focusing in on promotion. Kanye could have been rocking something better than a heat press Free Lil Hoover jean outfit that looks like it's something that he was rocking for like 10 years previous. But I feel as though the good outweighed the negative. The good of these two acts coming together, and even though Drake was like standing on the side like, dude, when you gonna let me rock, man, so I get this over with. I don't really fool with you like that. Like how Drake was looking like that for a minute in the middle of the smoke, and Kanye still wasn't done yet. Like Kanye wasn't ready for him to come back. Like that was a little something. That was a little that was a little funny there. Just like how when they came together to do the song that everybody wanted them to do together, how they both was forgetting the lyrics, but yet they both was having fun with it. So the good outweighed the bad tenfold. And honestly, this might be the closest thing that you'll get to an actual verses with these two, because sadly, Drake didn't go for his hits. Sadly, Drake was just going for promotion. But if this could have turned into like a actual versus, like that could have taken this to a whole nother level. Like, I'm not going to let you outshine me with your catalog, Kanye. I got a dope catalog myself. That could have took this to a whole nother level. Now, when Drake came out and did the song where he threw a little bit of light shade at Kanye, but yet it's one of the foremost singles that he has on the album. My brothers is my brothers and for the enemies. That's a fact. When he did that, I'm like, oh, hold up. This might turn into something. I mean, I don't think Kanye's built like 3 6 Mafia though to hop out on stage and scrap somebody. Like, if you're gonna perform your diss songs towards me, I need to see it. I need you to go all the way. I will hop up on stage and end this. But I mean, there was just only a little bit of light shade on that, not nothing major. Not a full-fledged diss track where that would have been entertaining. I mean, go ahead, man. Y'all on the stage together, perform the diss tracks. Why not? If I'm Kanye and Drake, I'm giving the people what they want to hear. I'll do it in like, hey, yo, if y'all really squashing the beef, man, go ahead, perform the diss songs. Like, I ain't even mad at you. Like, if I'm Kanye and I squash the beef and I ain't mad at you, like, yo, man, people want to hear it. I find it to be entertaining anyway, man. Go ahead, shoot your diss shots. I'ma do mines. And we come together, do a song together, and we just gonna go ahead to Waffle House afterwards because we in LA. Whatever. They'll never be seen. Waffle House be like in the hood, but Waffle House is delicious for those of you who haven't been to LA and tried that. But yeah, man, there's so much they could have done together. But you can tell, to a degree, to a slight degree, they were in their feelings till still a little bit in the beginning. But as the night gone on and the props that they each gave each other, you can see they really did begin to turn the corner. They really did begin to say, you know what, this whole beef that we have, this ain't really real. This ain't really nothing important. So let's go ahead and have fun with this. Like, how often do you get a chance to have two of the biggest acts in the planet on the same stage that really don't fool with each other like that? You feel me? And I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them that they came together for a good cause to free Lil Hoover, who's still in jail. Which, I mean, nobody should be in jail for this amount of time for something that, you know, when you look at where society and all this stuff is going, man, when Kyle Rittenhouse is getting off, Lil Hoover should have been out. Let's just put that in the right context. If they gonna let a murdering scumbag who got seen on drone footage, who clearly was never apologetic for any of his actions, who really everybody would like to get at right now, if that individual can be set free without going to jail at all, man, yeah. Go ahead and bring Lil Hoover out, bro. Like, it's not even cool, fam. It's not even cool that he's still in jail. But overall, man, I enjoyed the experience. Maybe this is the one and only time that we see this, but I hope it won't be. I hope that they can actually come together to do, like, hey, go on tour together, man. Clearly, this is just one that was rough. It was rushed. There was so many mess ups in there because, like, hey, man, they got strong armed in doing this short notice. They came up with the set piece on the fly. Like, it seemed like everything was on the fly. They just made it happen. And as they made it happen, you could see the potential in how great it could be if they actually want to do this for real. You feel me? If they actually cared to do this together, if they actually wanted to. You understand? Like, you can always tell the difference between people who actually want to do something together and the people that are forced to do it together. You dig? Like, whenever I'm forced to do something, well, I mean, see, I'm different because even when I'm forced to do something, I don't do it half-ass. And the reason why is because I know everything comes back on me and everything. If you just do it right the first time, you won't have to do it again and do it better the next time. You dig? But when you get to they levels where they don't have to do anything ever. Like, no one has to give these people orders. You know how much money these people make, how many orders they can make on anybody at any time. You know the power in which these individuals hold just because they have money, not because they're like super well respected by individuals in the streets or individuals all the way around. it's not so much the super respected by people. It's because, you know, you got that bread, fam. Take that with a grain of salt. Take it however you want to take it. That's just the real deal. But people with that kind of power, whenever somebody comes at them like, yo, you gon' do this or the streets is gon' see you. And that's the whole essence of this from the beginning. When they announced it, that's how this was ultimately going. And because of that, it feels like they, in the beginning, that for the most part, it feels like that's why they really didn't want to be there. They really didn't want to do it. They really don't like each other and all of that stuff. But as the show continued to progress, you begin to see, yo, we are actually good. We could actually do this together. We could actually go out on tour and make a whole lot of money. We could actually make this into something super fun. We could actually get along with each other for the moment. We can make it happen. That's how I felt it felt going forward. You feel me? Like they got to a point where that seemed to be something at the end, where they seen the potential in this. Now, will we see it or not? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt if it'll happen, but it would be really interesting. But that's all I wanted to say, man. That's all I wanted to chime in because I am still I'm finishing up on the review. Actually, I'm working on the artwork for it now, and it's going to be posted up in the next, say, by about 3:15 at the latest, unless YouTube is tripping with uploads, because sometimes it does that, which sucks. But I appreciate everybody who came through, peeked out, man. Wait a little second, man. I'm going to have the review up in a second. Appreciate everybody, man. Hit a like, subscribe, leave a comment, man. I'll try to answer whatever I can answer. But I catch y'all in a little... somebody just came in too right while I'm concluding what's happening. Hey, I'm concluding this. You might want to go ahead and run it back from the top. I really just go over everything from the show. I got to post my album review for today, and it's the Rick Ross album that's about to be dropped in the next 15-20 minutes. But appreciate you, man. Go ahead and just rewatch the playback from the top. I go over the entire show all the way around. But I appreciate everybody up in here, man. Catch y'all in a minute.